Nobody prepared you for what to do when you started making real money. This video is for the woman who grew up in a household with just enough money to make ends meet. Now you're earning six figures and beyond, and you still don't feel financially secure. I grew up feeling embarrassed to go to the corner store with my mom because I knew she was going to use food stamps and my schoolmates would be there to witness it. I grew up going to thrift stores to purchase our clothes because that's what we could afford. And I also vividly remember what it's like to stand on the free cheese line. When you grow up in a household where finances are tight, you are impacted in ways that you might not realize. You're impacted spiritually, you're impacted emotionally, and you're impacted in the way you're able to have vision for your future. So spiritually, what happens is you're always in this space of believing that there isn't enough. There isn't enough money to take this trip. There isn't enough money to take this class. There isn't enough money to go to this restaurant. And when you hear those conversations over and over again, it positions you so that you believe that what you want, you actually can't have. Why? Because we don't have the money. And from an emotional standpoint, what it does is it keeps you in this box where you always feel like I have to be careful because I don't know when the lights might get turned off. I don't know when the landlord might be knocking at our door saying that we better hurry up and pay our rent or we're not going to have a place to live. And I know this might sound extreme, but this is real for a lot of people. We've grown up witnessing our parents or our neighbors or our families and our family and friends live in situations like this. Always feeling like, okay, what's going to happen next? What's going to shake us next financially? So I grew up watching my mom, and let me just preface this with, I'm so proud of my mother. My mother taught me, listen, if you don't have the money to buy it, you just don't get it. And that's not a bad thing because she's completely debt free. So congratulations, mommy. I really am proud of you for that. But I grew up watching my mom do the best she could with what she had. And so I don't know if you guys remember that they're coming back now, but these scrunchies, right? The things you put to hold your ponytail. My mother learned how to sew from her dad. So she would make scrunchies and we would go out into the train station through the trains and we would sell scrunchies. Well, not really me. I was just with her. She was the one selling it. But I watched my mom get very creative on how she was going to make sure that she had enough income for us. Growing up on public assistance, we didn't have a lot of money. So I watched her be creative. And so you witness people around you doing different things to make money. And it makes you think that you need to work harder, do more in order to have money. And that's just really not the truth. Now, on the other hand, when you grow up in a household where having money is never an issue, you learn things like, oh, we invest and we live off of our dividends. Or you learn things like, oh, we have this business and we have employees and we're not trading our time for money. Or we have a life insurance and it's actually in our family trust. And whenever someone passes away, the money goes into the trust and then we use that to buy our homes. Like, these are the conversations that are happening in other families where money is not an issue. So like you, I followed the blueprint. Go to school, get good grades, make sure you get a good job paying a lot of money so that you can contribute to your 401k and one day retire. Comment below and let me know if you chose your career path because someone told you you'd make a lot of money. That's actually one of the reasons I decided to study computer engineering in undergraduate school. It's crazy how you can make a lot of money and still feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck, or you just don't have a roadmap to finally stop working and actually live the life you want to because you don't know how to plan for the day when you can leave your job and never work a day in your life. So here's the real issue. We were taught how to make money, but we were not taught how money actually works and how we can make it work for us to provide for the lifestyle that we truly want to have. So you might have an emergency fund. right? You might have your 401k. But I can guarantee you that those two things alone is not going to provide you with the financial security that you're looking for. Because deep down inside, you know that if you lost your job within 3 to 6 months, you might be homeless. And that's scary. The truth is, you can make millions, but if your money doesn't have a job and it doesn't have a way to reproduce for you, you're stuck in the trap. Stuck in the trap of being an ambitious, six-figure earning woman with potentially multiple degrees, working more than 20 years in your career, and you still don't see a way where you can actually retire. Or you might be the person where your income has increased and now you excessively shop and travel because you just feel like, oh, I deserve it. And I'm not saying don't shop and travel, but you got to really ask yourself, if I'm dropping $1,000, $2,000 every single month to enjoy my life today, how am I setting my future up? And is my future self going to thank me for the way I'm spending money now? And it might just be that you just don't know how to create a plan for yourself to make sure that the income that you're making right now is actually being put in a place that's going to work for you, for your future self. So you have to ask yourself, is my current situation going to allow me to live the life I want to live when I'm ready to stop working, whether that be 55, 65, whatever number you choose, right? So meaning my current job, is it going to take me there? The way I spend the money I have, is it going to take me there? The things I'm doing with the excess money that I have, am I letting it grow? Is that system I have created for myself, is it going to take me where I need to be in the future? And if that answer is no, then something needs to change. And the only way you're going to change that is to be able to get the right information and to get the tools and resources you need. So I just want you to know that it's not because you've done anything wrong. You just didn't have the tools and the resources. You just didn't have the information. So I recently did a video and I covered a framework that I teach my clients. It's called the 7 Money Milestones. I'm going to link that video in the description so that you can watch it. But I cover these 7 areas that are pivotal for you to make sure that you are doing what you need to do now to prepare for your future. It covers things like making sure you have the right education, making sure you have the right cash flow, making sure you have proper protection, that you know how to build wealth and that you know how to protect it and pass it down. So watch that video. And when you're done watching it, write down, okay, which milestones have I covered and which ones do I need more assistance with? Which ones do I need to focus on? My name is Lamecca and I make videos about faith and finances. If this resonated with you, come back to my channel and hang out here with me, because I'm going to take time to really discuss what we need to do as women to make sure that all the hard work that we've done, all the tests that we passed, all the certifications that we've gotten, that it doesn't go to waste, but that we're actually able to utilize the skills that we have, the knowledge that we have, the income that we have to build the life that we want for ourselves in the future.